Yo, yo, yo. This is your Don't Listen podcast with your boy TP. And unfortunately, again, we have another situation with America's police. Another situation with a killing of an unarmed black man. Another situation where politicians and their ineptitude shows its ugly face. You know, in Congress right now, they have bills being held up. You know, to stop violence against a certain group of people. And for all the talk of bipartisan camaraderie, for all the talk of things that has to be done, for all the talk of people saying that they are for certain change, the same thing keeps on happening. Now, I know for a fact that a lot of people give lip service to Black Lives Matter, a lot of lip service to police change, police reform, things of that nature. Where you get unwavering onslaught of police murders with video. Thank God for that now. When you get unwavering video of these gangsters with guns and a badge, and people are seeing it play out, when are they going to do something? Excuse me. You have people doing marches. God bless those people for the same things we've been dealing with since we've been in America. Same marches that never bear fruit. Because if it did, this will be a singular issue or something that happens very seldom. But in this particular conversation, we can't say that. It's an onslaught of bad actors wearing a badge against the people they swore to protect. It's and it's very at the very core of this is not only systemic racism, it's quality of people involved. It's the ineptitude of our government. See, we had things happening to the Asian community, and right away they came out with a bill, got it passed and signed. So if anybody do something to an Asian person here, they are subject not only to laws that's on the books, but a new set, which require more penalty. Number one, the most persecuted people in this country, which are Black people. Why don't it get done? Anti-lynching law, which shouldn't be a problem because nobody should be lynched. Why can't it get passed? You got all these groups getting all things passed for them. Why can't it get passed? This quantified immunity for police. Is something that needs to go away. And how many examples do people have to see for them to believe that there is a certain group of people being persecuted, over policed, killed, lynched, because that's what it is. In 2023, that is still a thing. I am never one to advocate for any form of violence. some things has to change in order for some people that's maybe not even killed, for them not to get it to that point. Because as of right now, we can't say that retaliation is it can't be a thing. Getting harmed for just walking out your house, getting in your car, going to get groceries, going to pick up your children, and doing it while black is a problem. How many examples do we need to show how many more deaths will it take for not just black people, but everyone to have a problem with this? And if you don't see the difference between when somebody say Black Lives Matter, it's not something wrong with the people saying it, because it's something that we feel as a people needs to be said. And as it stands, for the most part, we stand alone. Let's go to some video. I'm like in a bad space mentally, because it's getting to a point where we really have to protect ourselves, good people. This is something different.
The video, say those who've seen it, shows police in Memphis beating this man, Tyre Nichols, pulled over in a traffic stop January 7th. It's described as savage. Senior investigators in Tennessee say they've never seen anything so brutal.
I'm grieved. Frankly, I'm shocked.
You see right here, the fact that they could say they're shocked. Excuse me. To me, is something that's it's in bad faith. You cannot be shocked anymore, any longer, at the rate in which this is happening. I don't want to hear you're shocked. I don't want to hear that you can't believe this happened. You have the film, you have the camera footage to tell you that this is a thing. And not just in this instance, in many instances. Well, let's continue.
I'm sickened by what I saw.
In now laying criminal charges against the 5 now ex-officers accused, including second-degree murder for each of them, local authorities made their position clear.
While each of the 5 individuals played a different role in the incident in question, the actions of all of them resulted in the death of Tyre Nichols, and they are all responsible.
Okay. Let's get one thing straight. At the end of the day, these men are cops. Right? So this right here is telling you a story because these men are black. That's number one. And the fact that they're black is a story in itself, because when they were beating that man, they didn't see his color. Okay, good people? They did not see his color, and they are the same color as him. It's not about color, it's police, period. Because once you get that gun in your badge, it don't matter what color you are. They are a different animal once they get that power over people. And you would think that those brothers, I don't even know if I should call them that, those gangsters, see this man and not, have no empathy. And again, another man calling out for his mother, like George Floyd did. They don't care. There's something about being a police officer that makes you not even think people are human anymore. Like they think they're above, excuse me, what we are. Let's continue.
Little is known of what brought it all on, but that the ex-officers themselves are black is notable in a country that has so often seen police violence against black Americans at the hands of white officers. Nichols survived 3 days in hospital, seen here in a photo released by his family, underlining the apparent ferocity of the assault. It's left many worried widespread fury will soon turn to violent protests, not least because of this.
The city will be releasing the video sometime after 6 p.m. Friday.
It will come, say police, with 3 angles, mostly unedited. On that, this guidance from a lawyer for one of the accused ex-officers.
Unfortunately, we've all, over the last couple of years, seen videos where there's police brutality involved. And so I would just caution the public to reserve judgment.
The family of Tyre Nichols welcomes the charges and the coming release of that video, urging
any demonstrations in peaceful. So really the underlying message is the need for police reform.
That goes right to what I said. As you can see, they go and say, it's usually happening from white officers, but now it's 5 black men. So it's not really a race thing now, is it? It's just police. 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 And the way they treat us. Now, the other thing I will say, this light is killing me. One second. The other thing I will say is, look how fast those charges come. Let's make that distinction. Did these charges come right away because those 5 officers were black? Because in most cases, it take months just to even see. Just to even see footage when there's white officers involved. It takes a long time to bring charges when there's white officers involved. They got this going at a high rate. See the difference? So to all you black officers thinking you have and you run by the same rules as your white counterparts, this shows you that it ain't the same for you. The rules are different for you even when you do the damn job the way they want you to do it. The rules are different for you. Charges come right away. Indicted right away. Grand juries formed right away. And you see this kind of energy when there's white officers involved. I wonder why. Do we really have to wonder? Do we really have to wonder? That should be a lesson to you, black officers out here doing the dirty work, thinking you have the same immunity like they do. You know, when you look at all the hypocrisies in our democracy, how can people sit around and say that that's what it is? You know, I hate to only bring up black folks because it's for everybody, right? Supposedly, we all on the same playing field. So why is it us that always be the poster boys for police violence? It's not a thing. It's no racism anymore. You hear those arguments. You say, oh, well, he was running away. Running away from somebody don't mean they should be murdered. That means that they're not a threat anymore. So no extreme violence need to be perpetrated against them. They're running away. They're running away. Right? So what is the lethal use of force for? And then when you got them down on the ground, the kicks, the punches, he's showing no threat to these officers at that point. So what is the excessive force for? You have them in a prone position. Even guys that fight on the street, they know once they get a guy down, what is the point anymore? But you got guys with the power to take a life and make a life, because once you get to court, whatever you charge for, your life is no longer yours anymore. What more do these people got to see when they keep coming up there talking about they're surprised? Oh my God, I can't believe this happened in our department. Are you kidding me? The smoke screens, don't listen to it. All this stuff they say, they know it's been going on. Don't listen to them. Let's watch this other video. This is graphic, good people. Just letting you know, okay?
Hi everyone, I'm Ray Vieda. We're going to start with a disturbing body camera of the deadly beating of Tyre Nichols in Memphis. It was just released in the last hour. Like many of you, the entire newsroom watched through that hour of footage. We're going to play a section now, but I want to warn you, what you're about to see is hard to watch.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Okay. All right, I'm on the ground. Lay down! Lay down! Yes, sir. Lay down!
Do you hear him keep saying, get on the ground when he's on the ground? They know they being recorded, so they want to make it look like he's still resisting. He's on the ground, good people.
Please change the I think to tase you! Get on the ground! Lay down! One! Now! Taser! All right, okay, all right.
The video goes on to show officers eventually used a taser on Nichols. He then ran from the officers. The police department released 4 different videos. Another video shows the scene playing out from a street camera. From that perspective, you can see the officers punching and kicking him. In some of the videos, you actually hear Nichols yell for his mother. Nichols' mom spoke about the incident earlier today where she expressed heartache.
He's on the ground. Why are you kicking him? I want that to sit, you know, I want that to sit with you, good people. Look at that. I want y'all to sit. I want you to sit. I want this to sit with you. Because this is not something that ain't been happening before we got cameras to see. So you can imagine how many times they did this without those cameras and got away with it. But this is something black people been talking about as long as I've been alive. I've been here 47 years. As long as I've been alive, been a victim of this myself to it. And in 2 different occasions, nothing ever came of it. But at the end of the day, when you see this, how can you say you are surprised? Or it's not a thing? This is a thing. It's been a thing, and it's going to continue to be a thing because even in the wake of George Floyd, you think these suckers will get it. You think these gangsters with guns and badges will get it. They will never get it because they really not being held accountable. They don't think they're going to be held accountable for this. Let's continue.
No mother should go through what I'm going through right now. No mother to lose their child to the violent way that I lost my child. Thank you.
All 5 of the former Memphis police officers posted bond and are out of jail. They are facing several charges, including second-degree murder and decades behind bars if convicted. There are
there shouldn't be if involved. I know we got to go through the court, through the system. If you didn't strike the killing blow, all of them are guilty because they allowed it to happen. Not one of these jokers here, look at their faces. Not one of them grabbed another guy and say, hey, cut it, stop. None of them. You know why none of them did it? Because they used to doing it. You know why they did it? Because they did it before and they felt comfortable that they could do it again. And I don't want to hear no talk about that's our own kind. Look at these gangsters, thugs. Yeah, the mugshot.
There are protests going on across the country right now. This is video from Memphis, and you can see people are standing. They have signs with them. We are not hearing any chants just yet. We're not seeing any movement, but the city is bracing for these protests and has been for the last 24 hours. It's a similar scene across the country. We're going to continue to stay on top of this story and bring you updates throughout the newscast.
This is
You know, good people, the mother saying no mother should have to see this. You know, it's bad enough when you live in a high crime rate neighborhood, and you got to worry about all the other stuff you got to worry about when you walk out your door. But the people that are paid by you to serve and protect you, that is the thanks she get for raising her son in American society. And the reason why I say it like that is because it's the system. The system of policing that continues to allow this to happen, a system of government that continues to allow this to happen. You see, they ramping up the police force because there will be protests. And in that ramping up of the police force, which they have been doing, they have a whole cop city being built outside of Atlanta, and people are protesting down there. We're going to talk about that too. Not today, but in another pod. They ramping it up. So what you think's going to happen with those protesters who are out there for good reason? Tired of the shit. What do you think going to happen with them? They're going to be subject to over policing like Tyre Nichols. I hear Joe Biden's going to have his mother there when he do his speech. And I heard in a video where he said, there's only so much I can do with a pen. We need Congress to do something. No, whatever you need to do with the pen, explain what you can do with the pen, and then do that with the pen. Congress, get off your butts and get us the same freaking protection you give these immigrants when they come here and something happened to them. We need those because we're being treated like immigrants in our own country. Worse than immigrants. And even them should not be treated like that. The trauma that's being inflicted on us as a people, they keep giving you reminders. They won't let it leave your brain. If you don't stop in your tracks, we're going to kill you. If you do stop in your tracks, we just might kill you. We got you down on the ground, able to handcuff you, and subdue you, but we still might kill you. But those people ain't got no reason to protest. No, they're just woke people. And for all you people out here that stay silent on the matter, people need to take inventory. 24/7 boxing was supposed to come out today. I don't know when I'm going to drop that episode now. It's already done. We getting back to the skinny, good people. Yeah. Governor here. They want to talk about stopping gun violence. The governor here wants a carry law in the great state of New Jersey. Listen to these hypocrites. Where they say we want less gun violence, but now they're making it easier for gun violence to happen. Thank you, politicians. These laws that are sitting in Congress get shot down by the Senate. Thank you, politicians. A gang can only be a gang if it's allowed to operate. Qualified immunity, get it out of here. A gang is only a gang if it's allowed to operate. It's being allowed to operate. And I don't care if you're wearing a blue uniform and a badge. They acting like a gang out here, people, and they need to be spoken on. Don't matter what color the cop. A cop is a cop. But what these black officers should understand is those same things that apply to the other side, it don't apply to you. Because look how fast they brought charges up against them. Oh yeah. You thought you was gonna get away with it. Or you thought you had the backing of the people that you work for, right? Yeah, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Yeah, no sports podcast for a while, good people. We getting back into the mix. I'm out of here with this one. Good people, I hope all of y'all stay safe out here. Stay safe out here. The devil is busy, and he is a liar. Peace to all of you on your journey. Don't Listen podcast.